4 балла синему.
Молодец! Здорово!
Васильчук, Украина.
Hello everybody, I greet you on my channel. Today, I will show you my favorite move. You can tell my signature move. Knee bar using my legs. And sometimes I set it up on the ground and other times I set it up from the standing position. I don't know how to call it. I call it my submission, VASYLCHUK submission. A good wrestler always stands in one stance. Very few people can stand in both stances, left or right. Very unique and rare individuals. So usually my advice is to choose a stance. I'm a righty, so I stand with my right leg forward. If you start moving from left to right, somebody will catch you with a foot sweep or something. So choose a stance. I'm wrestling here. If the guy stands in the right stance, it's awesome for me, because I'm doing a single leg takedown. Let me show you a single leg takedown. Everything is the same. Just like on a knee bar, you have to catch the heel. Catch the heel and with your shoulder, aim for his knee. And we dropped him. One more time. So we're wrestling, I'm standing here. Maybe he's breaking my grip. And with my entire body mass, I'm applying pressure on his knee. Even if he falls for 1 point, I don't care. I'm just happy to get him to the ground. And immediately I work that leg over. Knee bar with my legs. And I apply it. Now a few details of this submission. What's the most important thing? Is to collect the leg that you about to submit. Grab it with both arms. Common mistake is people grabbing the free leg. And it looks like you controlling the leg with your other arm, but this hip is started to flare the arm away and it's hard to control him this way. Grab one leg. You can grab it like this or like this, the belt, and reinforce it with a free hand. So you grabbed, you catch the heel under your knee, reinforce with a second leg, and hip in. Make sure your head is pressed against his body, because if the striking is allowed, he'll hit you, and if it's just wrestling, he'll press the head away. Like this, or with a forearm. And it's hard to finish. You need 3 points of leverage: head, legs, and hips. If 1 point is taken away, it's much harder to finish. So press your head against his body. One more time. Another option, he's on his back. I do it often. So his heels are pressed against the floor, so I don't grab Achilles. I'm showing I'm going for the upper body, but meanwhile I'm lacing my leg. Or the other way around. He's thinking he's gonna pin me. Going up, and I'm snagging the leg. Like this or like that. It doesn't matter as long as you control that hip. Submitted hip. One more time. Look like this. People usually block the pin with the shin or knee, or both knees. I lace my leg through. And he thinks it's a royal gift And I grab him and I push him up a little bit so I get to the sweet spot on the knee, so the leg is lined up properly, and I hip in. And if you're afraid to damage your groin or whatnot, hurt it, you wear a jock strap and striking arts. And if you want to win in a wrestling match, it doesn't matter, especially if you want to win. It's a minor inconvenience. Another option, it's like I'm doing a pin, my arms are on top. And from the pinning position, I can finish. Hips on your knee, on his knee. Control his body so he doesn't escape. You can hug his body. A little bit harder this way, around the waist, because if the guy knows what's going on, what would you do? Escape. Not that way. Think about it. What am I holding you with? Arms? That's right. Take care of the arm. Either pull it this way or underhooking style. And the third point of leverage is taken away again. Much harder to finish, but possible. He might escape this way. So make sure you compress yourself against him like this or like that. This way is hard. It will happen, it might happen, but it's a little bit not efficient. It comes from my experience that it's much harder to finish grabbing that far leg. And it's not important which leg laces first. I do this leg first, I lace this leg in first. Or you can do it with the outside leg. You can be a little bit on your hip. Either leg hooks first. However you catch or whatever you prefer. As long as you control the heel and his knee is in your belly. Somewhere by the belt. Apply all 3 points of leverage and hip in. I hope you liked my submission. Well, I did not invent it, but I made it mine. I love this submission. I call it my submission, but if you know the proper name, the origins of the submissions, please do tell me. I'm curious. I'm curious who invented it first, who made it popular first. Please do comment what's the name of it. And subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.